Of course, and you can see there's a clear plan, from Switzerland. They're just trying, I was saying to you, Nikki, just to mirror the midfield. And they all press three at the back, but today it's a 4-2-3-1 because they want to limit the influence of Pedri and Busquets and Koke. So you can see that's a man marking all over the pitch, especially in the midfield. Fleury is on Koke, Zakaria is on Pedri, and Xhaka was Seferovic is on Busquets. So once you stop that, you stop maybe 70% of the creation of Spain. So that's why they didn't create nothing except a free kick or anything. So sometimes I think, the build-up should come a little bit more from the center half. They have a little bit of space. So sometimes they should just advance. And someone will come, and then there will be a free space for Pedri. Or when Morata just drops, I think, they have to play a little more further. Morata just drop, and then Pedri and Koke next to them. That's why they build up and find a little bit of space. Otherwise, it was quite difficult.
We didn't expect that from the Swiss, though, did we? Because they've normally been so rigid with their formation. They lined up in the back four with Rodriguez out on the left and the two defensive midfielders sitting, just as you say, to try and counteract what Spain are doing.
But I think, Petkovic is really intelligent. He's seen the second half of Croatia-Spain, exactly. And he's seen that they just changed, it was not a 4 with a holding filmer. They changed with 2. Yeah. And that's where, they had the grip on the game, and they limited the influence again of Busquets and Pedri. So that was quite clever. He didn't expect the own goal. That's the only.
So lucky from the spot in this tournament. They've missed their last 2. Morata's missed one, and that man there, Moreno, has also missed in the game against Poland.
You wonder how big a part fatigue's going to play. This is the second time this week these two have both been to extra time. You look at the players on the pitch, we make such a big thing about team selection and formations at the start of the game. You look at the Swiss team, 6 substitutions and a man sent off. That's 7 players that aren't on the pitch that started the game. So
it's a record, no?
It's hard to plan for what's going to happen during a game, which is why it's such a squad game, and you have to have strength and depth. But I wonder how much fatigue that these players will actually suffer.
As a coach, you prepare your team as good as possible, but you can't prepare yourself for this. This is unfortunately, so you start with a tactical, a solution to beat them, and you get an own goal like that. So that is unlucky. I don't think that they had the power in the first half of Switzerland to come back. They, the Spanish pressed them very early, kept on giving them less possibilities to get to the goal. And therefore, it's not a spectacular game because there's not a lot happening, but it is a tactical game. And Spain, at the moment, they are dominant in the tactical things they do.
Determination, they've got to show courage. They're up against it now. They can't let the sending off change the game. It's going to be very difficult for them for another half an hour playing with 10 men. But we've seen before against France, they've got the team spirit.
Spain really disappointing, Didier, in that second half.
Yes, of course, they looked a little bit disjointed, no dynamism, and yeah, technically a little bit poor, and so they need a better quality in that extra time.